Hi everybody, Crafty Nurse back again. It's been a busy week, so I couldn't get to recording, but I finally did. So I have some of the pens here, and I know a lot of people have asked questions what kind of pens are best with the Tomoe River paper. So this is my Hobonichi Weeks, and I am in the back of the book. I doubt that I will be using it all back here, so I wanted to do some tests with what kind of pens are appropriate for the Tomoe River paper. So I'm going to start with just this Sharpie. It is the permanent marker fine point, and it's blue. So there we go. So I've been told that you could use permanent marker as well, and I wanted to test that out, so let's go ahead and do that right now. I hope everybody's having a good day, because I am. Let's see, let's write hello. Okay, Sharpie, fine tip. Now, I have all of these pens. I've had them for a while now. I don't use Sharpies often, only when I'm at work for writing purposes. For patients. Okay, my next test is the Papermate Flare, and this is just the average American marker. Okay, so I'm gonna test this one. Okay, so this is the black color. I think that you can get this for a package really cheap. I got it on Amazon, I think for about $10, and there's 16 of them. Got these about a couple years ago, so. Okay, the next one is just the regular gel pen. That you could buy from like Target or any other dollar store or something like that. I got these from Target, and they were like 20 for $9. Okay, so I'm gonna write Target next to it so everyone knows where that came from. Okay, the next pen I wanted to test is the Market Big Ultra Fine Point. This is a step above from the Hello Sharp Fine Point that I was using, this blue one right here. So hopefully this one will work. I really love these Sharpies, but I think the way they smell is really bad for you, but they're trying to make it better. Okay, sorry about the spelling and the writing. It's not that neat, so I apologize for that. The next one is the staedtler Tri Plus Fine Liner Neon. This is just a neon color. I have other colors as well. This is another one that's my favorite. I have not used it on the Tomoe River paper yet, so I was just gonna see how it fared with it. Okay. Color itself is a little bright, so I'm just gonna grab another color here. Maybe we could try kind of like a basic color. I really like the neon colors because I think they pop a little bit more, so that's why I bought them. I bought them to write in the planner. Let's try this one. It's also a neon color, but it's blue, so hopefully you will be able to see this better. Okay, I hope that helps. The next one I wanted to test is your basic pilot. I know everybody has this in their home. It's a G2 0.07. Okay. The other one is the Uniball Signal. This is also another popular brand besides the Pilot. So this one smears quite a bit once you touch it. Let's test smearing on this one. So with all pens, of course, Tomoe River paper is very sensitive, so I would wait for it to dry before touching it. This one takes a couple seconds to dry, but I wanted to test to see if it would smear at all, and it did after a couple seconds. Okay, so now I wanted to test the Pilot. This one is actually the fine tip, and it's the calligraphy pen. So I wanted to test this one's actually in gold. If anyone's interested, I bought this from Amazon, and Amazon actually spent about $15 on it, so it wasn't bad. And this is the brand here. It's the MR Collection Pilot. So that's a manufacturing information. So let's test this out. Oh yeah, it smears quite a bit. So just be careful with these pens to let them dry. That's a mistake I made with several of them. So after a couple of seconds, they still have a tendency to smear. Okay, the most popular one also is the Micron PN. This is the black. And the size of this, I believe, is I think it's 0.7, and it's a different kind of marker. At the end of the marker, it's kind of got that round tip here, as you can see. It's kind of rounded, so it's not like the pinpoint. So let's test this one. And I got this from Jet Pens. So, oh yeah, it dries within seconds. This one is the one I like and I've been using. This is another one, and this is a smaller size. It's the pointy one. It's a 0.50, and I'll compare the two. But this one writes a bit thicker. So this one writes thicker, but you can see it better. So if you like thicker writing, this one would be helpful. It also says it's waterproof and fade proof. And fine lines. So I mean, I really like this pen. I keep this one with me, although this one looks like it kind of smears a little bit compared to this other one. It's still a really good deal, and I bought these, I think $1.50 a piece, because I wanted to try them before I bought the whole set or different colors. And it's always good to spend like less money on things if you're unsure about them. So the other one was the Moji pen that I think everyone was thinking about. This is also another popular pen that others have been using. Okay, so Moji, and I didn't actually buy this. A friend bought it for me. She's Korean, so she thought I might like it. This one smears a little bit right there, so I guess letting it dry would be helpful. So now I'm gonna go to this Zig. It's actually more for calligraphy writing. It's Kurotake. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's for brush pens. So you can also do coloring with this as well. So I bought this for calligraphy writing, and whenever I have time, I guess I will do that. So wait a couple seconds, and it doesn't really quite smear. So it's I don't know what it looks like from the back, so we'll check all those out here in a little bit. Okay, so this is the midliner from Jet Pens. This was recommended by the company itself, and it's in the gray color. I bought a set of 6 for like $6, so $1 a piece. So that's it there. Hopefully you guys can see that. There you go. Now this is a highlighter that's recommended, and so obviously it's not going to smear. Oh, maybe just a little bit. But I wanted to try it with just like a marker or something like that. So let's do that. So I'm going to put hello and then C, because it does say it's smear proof, but I don't know how reliable that is. It's actually, so it smears. If you go over it twice, it looks like you kind of smeared a little bit on top of the Uniball signal that I used. Okay, so I have one more. I think it's the Ink Joy, and it's actually one of the popular lines that everybody loves. It got really good reviews on Amazon, so I wanted to test it out here on this paper. And this is also affordable as well. It was probably about the same price as a Papermate, but I got them in a set, so of 24. So we're just gonna test that here. And this is my first time actually using it with this pen, or I'm sorry, with this Tomoe River paper. So yeah, it smears. Maybe if you wait longer, but it does smear after a couple seconds. So I'm going to look at the back now. We're going to compare how these all did. So it looks like of course the permanent marker bled through, and it's a Sharpie fine tip, and the Market Ultra Fine permanent that bled through. If you write pretty heavy, I'm imagining that it will bleed through to the second paper, because there's actually little marks on this side of this paper here. So I don't recommend smearing the pilot afterwards, of course. It's common sense, but I wanted to try it anyway. So I do love the midliner. I will continue to buy this. I don't think I'm gonna buy the average Sharpie liner anymore, just because it always bleeds through paper, and highlighting things like this makes it hard. So I'm gonna test this one also. Let's do this since I have it. So this is just a regular Sharpie lighter, and it goes through a little bit. Not too bad. If it doesn't bother you, it's okay. Generally, oh, and it leaked to the other side, so I guess wait for it to dry. Generally, I would say using the midliner is the best. I have been using it in the planner, so I've been very happy with that. But all these other ones that I've used are really good, unless you like Sharpies. The other thing I wanted to mention is that washi tape. And this is actually a pretty good idea, and I just thought of this a couple days ago. I know I've seen them in a lot of videos too, but I wanted to mention that with Sharpies you could also write on your washi tape. The only downside is that it's actually permanent, so you want to make sure whatever you write is permanent, because it won't smear on the washi tape. So that's my pen test so far for the Tomoe River paper. My go-to favorites, I want to say, is the Papermate, Midliner, Micron or Micron PN. So I mean, these are numbered, so they have the size on the side of them. So these two are my favorite. I do like the one that writes thicker, so that's my favorite. This one I have not used much, the Korotake. I haven't used much of this, so I do need to brush up on my calligraphy with this one. But I think generally, if you like calligraphy, this is perfect for you. Let's see what else. Sharpies, like I said, I only like them on washi tape, which is what I'll be doing with them anyway. So, and the other favorite, if I waited a little while, is the Inkjoy, because of its design. So I've been happy with the Papermate brand. So I also wanted to talk about these. So this is the Pilot, or Dr. Pilot 4+1. Okay. I know I did a video on these, a YouTube video on these a couple weeks ago. But testing them on paper is very different. So we'll go to the next page. This one doesn't smear quite as bit, and I'm using the ink I'm using is actually the Pilot. They have the Pilot brand, and you can use different kinds, like I said. This one's not really the gel pen, it's just the regular pen, but as soon as I run out, I will be using these ones here. 0.5. And these ones are, I believe, are called Unistyle Fit Signal. So it's the same brand, surprisingly, as this. Except they make them in refills. So alright, so this is the Sarasa that I was talking about. I'm going to test that here. I haven't used this much. And I got all of these pens from Jet Pens. See, this one seems to smear. And I'm using the brand, the exact brand for this is the Sarasa Zebra ink. The next one is the Coletto High Tech. It's the multi-pens with 5. I have the one with the pencil. This one does not have an eraser on the top of it. So I like the design a lot. I like the little kind of like circles or bubbles or something like that on here. I like the color as well. Okay, so we're gonna test this one on here. Doesn't smear. So the only one that actually smears is the Sarasa. This one is gel pen, and this one is not really quite gel pen, it's just your average pen, and this one is also gel pen. But I was told this Sarasa is waterproof and writes really well, so not on Tomoe River paper though, it looks like. So those are my recommendations, and those will be the ones I will be using in my planner. Thank you for listening. I hope that this YouTube video has been helpful to you. So comments or likes are welcome, and you have a good day. Bye.